Hi everybody, this is Fanatik from Otherworldly. Today I'm taking a look at a new build from Fanatik called Forma, as well as the new Lumina brand, which is a sister brand to Fanatik, and they have various lighting installations. And I'm using a few of these in the build. The build itself is very modern, clean, would work as a store, absolutely, or perhaps as a gallery. So here it's set up as a little miniature art gallery, I suppose, to show off a couple of things. And deeper in the build, we're also going to get a look at something else that I'm saving for the end of the video. So we come in here through the opening and you see that I have a couple of lighting installations right at the door. And this is one of the forms that you get with the Lumina system. There are many different options to buy, and each of them have a lot of different controls for how you want the light to appear. And you also have a few different options for the finish of the actual piece. So you've got this white one, there are steel and other metals available. Here's another version where you get a down light along a wall, so you could use that for a painting if it's a gallery, or if you want to light perhaps your skin displays or other things in a store, you could use that. Here I've set up a previous release from Fanatik with these statues, and I've lit them with these movable spotlights, and they are going to be showing a feature that you don't have on all of the light installations, but some of them you can actually tilt back and forth to change where the light is. So we are going to take a look at the HUD next to see what we can do. And here we are with the Lumina HUD. This is in the off state. So you'll click that open and get all your controls. And there we go. And we have this idea of light groupings. So when you get the lights, they're all set to light 1. But you can change that and make different groupings. You can control up to 6 groupings. So you use edit and edit linked, and you find the prim that is the actual light prim, and you change the name of it to create a different group. These two are in the same group, so they will be controlled together. Otherwise, I could have different settings for each of them, basically. So that's all you need to do. And then we're going to take a look at the options that we have. And we'll start with the color temperature. You have a range sort of color temperature presets from a very cool to a very warm light. And then, of course, you could pick any color you want from the other palette if you wanted more of neon colors or spotlights for specific things, and that might be useful if you want to have different light groupings and have some really funky colors going on. And then you have the various options for how the light looks. You have the dimmer, where you can go from very soft light to full strength. The zoom obviously controls the breadth or how much it expands. And you have power, turns full brightness on, basically, or off. So you can fill around with all of these. Focus you can use together with the zoom to get a soft or a hard edge to the sphere, to the lit area. Decay, max decay, it gets very soft. Full, you get the really full power, very bright. And then these you can actually change the tilt on as well. And this option will be grayed out for the lights that don't have a tilt function. So you can see you can adjust it, and then here I've obviously had them set to try and light these statues. And what we're going to do next is go over and take a look actually at a new release from Dutchie. That came out while I was on vacation, so I didn't have a chance to show it off. So we're going over here to the back end of the Forma building, and I've set up one more of the lights from Lumina, a big sort of ring light hanging down from the ceiling, which is one of the model. It comes in a couple of sizes and different finishes. But the focus here is on this mat from Dutchie, which follows from her yoga mat. This is an exercise mat instead. And with this one, you've actually got a couple of options. You've got a group in a single exercise mat, and then you also have a adult, a femdom version, which either comes as a separate mat or together with the exercise mat. So we're going to take a little look at this pure exercise mat here. As we see, we have the warm-up menu on here, and there are a couple of other things, and there are also adjustments for the look of it, and there are sequences that you can use. So here I'm just getting a little started, and then we'll go back and we'll look at, as you see, there's you've got your animations, you've got your sequences, and then the adjustments. I'll have a look at the sequences first here, actually. Those are handy if you want to run a longer thing for roleplay or just for filming something. Here you can see you can adjust the end pieces. You can adjust the center and the wood separately for different color combinations. But we're going to take a look at animations. And we've already done from the stretching section here, these side stretches. So you can see some of the other options that are available here. So you've got like your squats and your shoulder warm-ups, and you've got some windmills and a few other options. Under active, I think I'm going to start with one of the dances here to get yourself really going, getting the blood pumping, and you'll see here at the way the light, specifically how it works with the shadow here, lights it up nicely, plays over you, and then very smooth, very good motion captures, as always. So you got 3 options for dances, and then you've got some, jumping jacks and burpees, and core strength. It's another one we will need. Hell to work on though. Bicycle crunches. Somebody had to do a lot of work, not just getting the motion capture, but actually being the model for the motion capture. I prefer to leave that all up to my avatar rather than doing those myself, even if I ought to. You can see that nice and smooth, good form there. Go back and see what more we have, and then we have the strength menu. And I think we'll do some push-ups, a nice classic, and you can see here that my hands work pretty well, but my toes are occasionally hovering a little bit. Obviously it depends on your avatar proportions. It's difficult to get them exactly to the model used to do the motion capture, and then how the animations are adjusted. But that's always the case with Second Life. I'm used to being a little off the norm and having to adjust things. So a little dip occasionally in the legs there, but pretty good form on the back, I think. So good workout. Then, of course, after your training, you'll want to take a break and rehydrate a bit. So that is the exercise mat from Dutchie. And like I said, you want to check out all the versions. Perhaps you're interested in the Femdom version. I had hoped to show some photos from that as well, but didn't get around to it this time. My model wasn't undressed properly. So we'll get back to that. But for now, this is it for this video, and then I'll be back soon, I hope. Until then.